are back from outer space. Did we go to outer space? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We came from outer space. We are going to do Graveyard Keeper. And yes, it was the Binding of Isaac soundtrack. Or the last two bits. The sort of the 15-second sting for something or other. And then the official track, which was something that began with R, but I can't remember what the word was. Because I didn't pay that much attention to what it was. I was just grabbing a random track. It just happened that I spotted it. It began with an R. Heard the tiny jingle. You couldn't have heard my tiny jingle. I turned the microphone off. Oh, you mean the Binding of Isaac? Of course. It's an iconic soundtrack. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I can't play that game for shit because I just, my fingers can't keep up with what the game wants you to do. But the soundtrack is top notch. It is very much a sort of, I think his name was Dan something. Again, I didn't really look at it, but it does register his name on the soundtrack, of course, as you would expect it to. But his compositions are absolutely perfect for the game. The general sort of tone and themes of the game match the soundtrack perfectly. Back with Super Meat Boy. That's another one. I've never actually played Super Meat Boy, but I just know it's not one for me. Because that idea of getting that perfect jump sequence going, and sort of, I think you cling to wall. You either bounce off walls or you cling to walls. One of the two. I think it's clinging, isn't it? You have to cling to the walls and then sort of bounce yourself off the right side and right angles. And it just strikes me as a pain in the ballsack. Played so much when I was a kid. That's fair. I think it came out long before I was a kid. Long after I was a kid, even. One of the two. Playing the Flash version in school, good lord. I didn't even know there was a Flash version, I must admit. I thought there was just... Well, I suppose argued I knew it roughly had a little bit of something extra. Right, so we're after statues. Did we have a gold chisel? Yes, we do. But unfortunately, even a gold chisel was not enough. So I needed chiseling expertise, it would seem. Which means I need to figure out how to get chiseling expertise. Where are my chiseling expertise? Interesting. That looked like it might have actually been the one. No, it wasn't. So it's a scientist, a builder, and a mason, I suppose. Scientist, builder, and mason. Where are you? Probably not in that tab. There's a builder. 100 blues, not great news. But yeah, that seems to be where the builder is. What else did we need? Unless it's miner. Do we think it was builder or miner? No, that's got a wrench. So yeah, scientist, builder, and miner. No, for fuck's sake. My brain don't work so good. Chiseler. Where every day I'm chiseling, chiseling. There's chiseler. Tricks of the trade. So again, 50 blues. So many blues. I've got the blues. I've always got the blues. The bluesy blues. Can we find... Okay, so I'm assuming scientist is probably along these lines somewhere, maybe. Because there's a version of scientist, but it's not the same science. It's not the same sort of science I'm looking for. You're not the science I'm looking for. But probably just sort of, what's it? You play on Steam. I do! The sales this past weekend were insane. I didn't really look. Mostly because I've basically run out of money for the month again. As is so often the way, it seems, these days. I basically get about 3 weeks into the month, and then I realise I have no money. Excellent. This is unfortunate. This is an inconvenience. But at that point, I stopped buying things. Which is probably classified as a sensible decision, I would say. Very sensible decision. Sniper Elite 4 for £4 and Castlevania Anniversary for £3. Nice. I remember Castlevania Anniversary did come up on PlayStation Plus a little while back, I think. So I did grab that one. But I must admit, I sort of like I like the idea of the original Castlevanias. I'm just, again, it's one of those age-old ones where I'm just not very good at them. So I don't necessarily enjoy playing them. They're more, for me, I enjoy other people playing them. They're the sort of ones I would probably enjoy watching someone stream. Because at that point, I don't actually have to physically play the game myself. And therefore, I don't have to get agitated at being quite so shit at them. But it's just one of those things. I'm not good at platform games. And the original sort of Castlevanias were fundamentally sort of platforming games. Dodgy pits with enemies that can knock you down, said Dodgy Pits. And that's not what you need if you're not very good at jumping and you get very angry very quickly. Sometimes it's best to avoid these things. I like Metroid, I like Castlevania. I do not like Metroidvanias. Interesting. What a peculiar notion. Because I would have thought, considering it's the combo of the two, you would enjoy a good old Metroidvania. I must admit, there was one I played a while back that was really promising and I was really enjoying it. And then they had an enemy that just took away your weapon. And it was like, how do I get this? Do I die and I get my weapon? No, we've just now got your weapon. Oh, excellent. So I'm now useless. Excellent. I don't think I can play your game anymore. Because I'm stuck in an area where not having a weapon makes it impossible. Goodbye. And it was just such a low trick that just had no solution. And it's one of those ones where I sometimes give them the benefit of the doubt, and I then look it up online, and when the internet as a whole sort of agrees, yeah, it was a shitty mechanic that nobody wanted or needed, you sort of then comprehend that actually it's not just me. Excellent. I'm very pleased to hear and see that it's not me that's specifically at fault on this occasion. It is more the overall sort of the game and its decisions have been officially deemed as trash. Like roguelikes, I hope something different comes out, like Into the Breach. What was Into the Breach? I recognise the title, I just don't recognise the what it is in my brain, so I'm going to do another little Googling. Do another little Googling like a pro. Yeah, I even full on recognise the title, sort of the screen. Oh yeah. I do recognise that one now. Yeah. That's another one of those ones where I might own that one and just haven't gotten around to playing it. Which, I mean, is kind of a fundamental for anybody who plays video games, I think. It's a standard practice to own more games than you can play in a lifetime. Oh dear. That doesn't sound good. One of my computer fans seems to be playing up again, which may mean the whole thing crashes. We shall have to wait and see and hope for the best. It's about all I've got at the moment, because it tends to work itself out, but it is slightly annoying. You can possibly hear it in the background. It is now sort of I think it's slightly clipping, but no matter what I do, I can't seem to get it to realign itself properly. Plus, it doesn't do it all the time, which is even weirder. But as I say, the slight issue is, last time it did this, the whole machine did crash. So that might happen again. And at that point, I will be very disappointed and very sad. But there you go. These things are sent to try us. And try us, they damn well will. So 50, 100 and 200. Okay. It's more the sort of statues I need to worry about at the moment. The actual sort of doing the graveyard and the church quality is not hugely priority until I can get those statues done. Well, they are technically separate quests, so I could get more information out of him. But we'll do... We gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. We gotta have faith. I wouldn't mind trying to upgrade this faith spell, but I don't know. I thought you get a good... If I can upgrade the church, I reckon that would probably work out reasonably well for myself. It's a strategy game from the people who made FTL. Yes, and FTL is damn good. Damn good. It's possibly one of the greatest games out there. And there was another one I quite enjoyed. Halcyon 6, that's the one. Couldn't quite remember the name of it for a split second there. Do we have... I don't think I've got many church options at the moment. Soul Receiver. Interesting. Didn't even know that was a thing. Candelabras. No, I don't really need candelabras. Wall candelabras. That's specific to specific walls, I think. So yeah, fuck it. We'll pop a wall candelabra there. Why not? Might as well. Yeah, again, you give me a slot for a candelabra, and I will pop a candelabra there. It's all good, Churchingtons.
Hello there.
General Blue Boosh, welcome back. How fared the... Oh, shite, I should have done level 2 wall candelabras. Ah, balls. Must you be a nuisance game? I suppose I'm going to have to remove... I'm going to have to remove all of these candelabras in favour of getting rid of the others. But yes, did you manage to do some good sailing? Oh, it's making a slightly different noise now. Yes, I aggressively tried to get the fan to realign. It's not the best of methods, but sometimes smashing something does work. I know, it's not a good idea, but never mind. Me and Butters did a treasure vault. He solved the puzzle inside. Oh, I wanted to be the first to solve the puzzle inside. But there you go. What was the sort of general solution? Obviously, I don't need the exact solution because, well, it's unlikely to be exactly the same every single time. But what was the general idea? Was it sort of, oh, shite, I've run out of... What have I run out of? Complex parts. I need more complex parts, okay. But yeah, I'll have to just go and get more complex parts, I suppose. But yeah, what was the general gist of what you're supposed to be doing with that puzzle? It needs those 3 tokens, yeah. Then turn some knobs and a wall opens to reveal a nice chest. Excellent, that's what we like to see. A wall opening to reveal a nice chest. But yeah, that does sound quite good. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can do something about this fan. Okay, so momentarily it seems to be slightly better. I don't know how long that's going to last. In fact, I think it's going again already. So I'm probably going to have to crack the machine open and see if I can poke it from the inside a bit more, but still. I do not know what is wrong with that thing, and I do not remember what I was trying to do. I was making scrap parts, wasn't I? I was making complex iron parts, so we're probably, just for the sake of knowing that I need simple iron parts, I might as well pop some simple iron parts in order to then build some complex iron parts. And then I'll double check the amount of simple iron parts I've got left after these complex iron parts, so that I've got a nice even volume. Unfortunately, we do need a little sleepy first. A little sleepy round here. Sleepy good, sleepy bye. So I suppose the key thing is, how do you know which direction to turn those knobs? Because I'm assuming by knobs you mean the little pillars in the wall, and you have to match the emblems in some fashion. What was the key to matching those emblems, I suppose, is the key thing. It's too many of the word key there, really. But the crucial detail is what defined where you moved those little pillars to. This is Sea of Thieves, if anybody was wondering. We have been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves, and we'll probably continue to play a lot of Sea of Thieves in the future, I suspect. We shall have to wait and see. not a guarantee that we'll be playing lots in the future. I suppose we may get bored, but so far so good that we have not. Although I did get slightly irritable at it earlier on because I bit off more than I could chew, and unfortunately, biting off more than you can chew sometimes leaves me slightly irritable. I tried to take on a sole fleet of dead ships by myself, and by Jove, that turned out to be a bad idea, because it just grew aggravating rather than enjoyable, and that is inconvenient to say the least. You want to try and avoid games that make you irritable, but unfortunately so many of them. So candelabras, yeah, I was going to say candelabras. We want to demolish the old candelabras in order. Are you not? Oh shit, can I not? Surely I can. Oh, there we go. Okay, excellent. So apparently you need one specific area in order to then remove the candelabras. Fine, it's fine. But yeah, I decided, I know, I'll have a go taking on a soul fleet. And I misread the map, because I misread the word A, just the letter A. I misread it as a 4. So I thought, 4 ghost ships. I'll have a go. Fine. It turned out there was way more than 4 ghost ships. And they are alarmingly difficult to defeat. But there you go. One good thing was I almost gave up quite early. I did end up giving up, I suppose, so it doesn't make that much difference. But nonetheless, they do drop sort of supply crates as well. But you have to do so much. If you're trying to sort of fight everything, basically everything by yourself, if you're trying to fight, you have to basically, you repair the ship, you pilot the ship, you repair the did I say repair? You repair the ship, pilot the ship, no, that's the same as repair. Why am I'm fixated on the repairs? I think it's because they kicked the shit out of my ship, so I had to be fixated on repairs. But you also have to fire the cannons, and unfortunately I think that their final blow was absolutely sort of it was a really low blow. They ditched TNT, ghost TNT at that, ghost TNT. They deposited out of the back, and I ended up running roughshod over the ghost TNT, and basically I died, and then because I died, there was no one to bail the ship out, which is, I did at one stage, I was considering, because I've run out of wood for repairs, I was considering trying to limp home in order to try and get wood from the dock and then fix it up and go back, but it felt like that was impractical. But luckily I did a swing by where I destroyed one of them. They left a supply crate, which I'm assuming is slightly deliberate to give the single player a chance, but it's still one of those ones where you want multiple players to do a sort of fleet of ghost ships. Bare minimum, I think you're going to want the 2 people on the sloop. Ideally, I think you're going to want like full complement on the galleon. Although having said that, I feel like the optimal one for size versus stuff for people to be doing would probably be the 3 players on the brigantine, for the sake of the ghost ships, because then you've got someone on piloting, someone on repairs, someone on cannons, and at that point you stand a much better chance. Plus the galleon is quite big, whereas the brigantine is fairly sort of sized in a way you can sort of get round reasonably swiftly. We've got some marbles. We've got some marbles. Oh yes, indeed. We do need pieces of marble. Plus I think marble gets me blues. Not many blues. It gets me the blues. Here there, son, it gets me the blues. Such a terrible pain in my blues. I'm going to have to start using the fish chest because I don't have room for all of the iron ore and garbage that I've got lying around here. Especially now I've got more stuff there. Might have to, I suppose, just treat myself to a brand new chest, but I don't know if I really want that many chests lurking around the place, but I might have to. I can't remember how many more tools that are going to be useful in here. It feels like there's probably going to be at least a few, especially like there's another soul receiver here. I suppose I need more of those glass containers. Let's see about trying to build some, I suppose. Glass, conical flasks, so we need glass first. We need water for glass. I'm assuming that is technically true. You do need water for glass blowing, perhaps. I've never done glass blowing. Anybody done glass blowing? Is it one of those odd little experiences someone's, bought you or something? Here, enjoy your Christmas present. It's glass blowing. It sounds like the sort of thing that might happen. I don't know. I know I tend to get my father experience packages for Christmas. So that he can go out and experience plenty of packages. Look, when you've been a straight man all your life, sometimes it's worthwhile getting him a thing where he experiences other people's packages. No, mostly I get him sort of blacksmithing days, or weaponsmithing days, I suppose, technically speaking. If you want to be specific and pedantic about it, it is technically weaponsmithing because it's building knives. He's building knives. He's got knives for hands. That's right. So I've got so many powers of apple juice, but very little to do with my apple juice, and it's quite an inconvenience. I do. Well, I suppose, okay, so I don't have the barrels of apple juice. I have a load of apple ferment, but nothing to do with the apple ferment, unfortunately. I do feel like there's cider available at some point, and that's where the apple ferment comes in. But I clearly don't have the recipe for cider. I don't have the recipe for cider, which is terribly unfortunate, because if I don't get the recipe from Somerset to do my Somerset cider, I've just got a fuck ton of ferment that's going to waste here. But I suppose, never mind, it's not that important. Got a load of powers of berry juice as well, I suppose. Can I do? No, I haven't got enough. Not enough berry juice for a berry ferment. But outside of that, we're doing okay by far. Now, I'll tell you what I'm thinking I might do. We'll leave those glasses cooking for a bit. I'm thinking I might pop down in dungeon. I've got a load of jelly. On my plate and a couple of fish stews. So I'm going to go slice and dice my way through a dungeon. A couple of floors of the dungeon. Well, I say a couple of floors of the dungeon. That's probably generous, considering how shit I am at this combat system nowadays. I swear, once upon a time, it felt like I was doing better at the combat system than I am at the moment. Maybe I had a better sort of set of armour or something. I don't know. But this one, it really does feel embarrassing how shit I am at it. Also, I probably should have deposited a load of those bits and pieces, because you do want to pick up a load of stuff. Oh, Jesus, there's fucking... Oh, they explode. I remember that now. Yeah, you want to get out of there. Get out of there, son. I've now got electric powder. I'm doing the electric boogaloo. Why are you doing the electric boogaloo? Because these guys are trying to take my life. I can't remember if the electric boogaloos damage the enemies or not, but whether it's a sort of just an explosion that affects me, or whether it's an explosion that affects anything in its path, I am unclear. We may find out eventually, but Jesus, I've run out of all my energy already. Swinging that sword, apparently, really does. 3 jellies down and we can roll onwards, I suppose, but it does seem that swinging your sword is a hell of a thing. And no, I think that bat was definitely in that that perimeter, and that bat did not get touched. Likewise, everything else did not get touched there either. Christ almighty, there's just a few enemies going, just a few enemies, eh? And all of them twice as obnoxious as the last one. It's fine, I suppose. Can't quite remember how spiders work. Do they do a leap? I think flies, you just have to sort of tank. Or at least the way I've dealt with flies, you have to tank. I mean, I suppose arguably you can tank most things, but there are some enemies have defined patterns that are fairly easy to sort of get past, whereas other enemies really do struggle quite intently against. What am I willing to sacrifice? Bloody nails I definitely don't really need. Metal scrap I don't really need. So seeds, I wouldn't mind those spider webs. What seeds are they? Beet seeds and pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds I definitely do need, but then they're bronze star pumpkin seeds, which I don't particularly need. Slowing powder, life powder. Life powder I think I can get fairly readily. Most of these powders, in fairness, you can get fairly readily because you can just break things down. I don't think that's the exit. I am going to need more health and more energy for slashings. Aha! Sort of loosely dodged the spider, but unfortunately came face to face with the bats, which is not what you want. Overall, I would rank that as sort of C. Just not I need to kill all the enemies first. I thought I'd missed a couple of chambers, which is unfortunate. Probably only going to do one floor because, as previously mentioned, I seem to just really suck at the combat system nowadays. I don't remember it being this difficult to do the combat the first time I played it. But I suppose just excuses, I suppose, isn't it? I'm like a race car driver, full of excuses for why I'm losing. I can't slice that. Or there is the possibility, slim as it may be, there is the possibility that when they added the death, you know, everybody needs soul type thing. Christ, I need more food. It's plausible they did do something to the combat system to make it slightly more difficult, perhaps, but that seems unlikely to me. Oh, Christ. Oh, shit, I'm also tired, apparently. I'm fatigued somewhere on the line because I'm assuming it's because I haven't gone to bed recently. Or maybe I've eaten too much jelly. I've eaten too much jelly. Could really do with a health potion because I am living on the edge. Ah, well, now I'm dying on the edge. Oh, well. Curse you! Curse your ineptitude! You have died. But it's not the handicap it used to be. As is seen there by the fact that I just respawn at my house. It's why you can be relatively sloppy, but I would prefer to be slightly better at it. But there you go. Not a lot I can do. There you go. We shall just sort of carry on stumbling through. Alright, so I wonder... I do need some glass. Yep, I need more chests. I think I am going to have to treat myself to a chest. A new trunk somewhere. It's always difficult knowing the best place to put them, I suppose. I mean, probably if I sort of try and pop... Is that the only chest I can build? Oh yeah, I'll run out of flitch. That's fine. But yeah, if I try and sort of fill in gaps with them, I suppose that might be the best bet. But it feels like you should perhaps do it slightly more efficiently. But, oh well. I don't suppose it matters. It doesn't matter at all. But then again, does anything really matter at all? No, I don't think it does. No, sorry. Everything is worthless if you think about it too much. So try not to think. If you think too much, then your brain will hurt, and you'd never want that. How do we do... We don't actually know how to do health potions. That's alarming. I suppose let's Maybe study the powder? Yeah, it's worth blues, so worth something. Didn't mean to slice that sword. It's fine. Not a lot of blues, unfortunately. Can I study my jelly? I can study my jelly. I can study my pumpkin seeds as well. Just looking to see if there is anything else that's blue, but I don't think there is. I don't think that's going to help, but I am going to study sulfur just in case. Because I'm still trying to figure out how to build acid. I was wondering if maybe the sulfur might reveal something. I don't think it did. Which is a bit of it. Oh, also I can't have the sulfur on me anymore because, of course, we've got too much powder and too much other things. Oops, don't put the prayer away. That's lucky that didn't work. Anything else? No. I'll be able to pop my powders here. No, I've got electric goo. I've got electric goo. Do the boogaloo with the electric goo. I've just spotted. I don't know if they're going to be able to stack on top, but I've spotted the fact that I've got... This is why I absolutely adore, if you've ever played My Town at Portia, or My Time at Portia, I think it is, isn't it? It's the official name of the game. I absolutely adore the way they deal with their chest situation, because you can build the chests wherever you like. You access one chest, and lo and behold, you can pop them all in. And what the other thing it does really well is you can hold a button, and all of the same items will just plop into the correct slots in their chest. It's a very impressive organisation system, and I thoroughly adore the way they've done that. So I can deposit that into powder, but I don't think putting that into powder is going to help me, truth be told. But there you go. I feel like I had more than one sulfur, but still. Who doesn't like handling a good chest situation? Maybe I did only have... Oh no, there you go. I thought I had 5 sulfur. No, not the flitch. The sulfur, please. The sulfur. Right, I'll tell you what I was going to do. I was going to grab those, because they're relatively cheap. And I was going to grab those and see what is required. Basically, build them, essentially, is the idea. Because I might be able to... If I can build those with cheapish materials, I might be able to, A, build up the graveyard, and B, build up my blues. And at the end of the day, all I'm after is building up my blues. Oh, fuck. I've actually run out of fuel for my damn furnace. Pop a whole load more in there as well. And then we can build sort of 10 conical flasks. Seems like a reasonable number. I don't have any evidence to suggest it is a reasonable number, but, you know. Right, let's do the marble first, because we know for a fact that A, we need the marble, and B, it nets me a blue per turn. Unfortunately, it doesn't net me more than one, so we're still quite a distance away from the idea of having my sort of 50 blues, but it is, at the end of the day, it is sort of slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. I mean, 12 is quite impressive, but that's quite an array of materials. Is that actually... Oh no, that is a polished brick of stone, so that's not so bad, but yeah, they are expensive and probably not hugely worth it. Although that one's not too bad. That one's quite reasonable, in fact. Stone plinth, stone cross. Yeah, I think we'll go with sort of... And that is that polished brick of stone, that's fine. It's if it was polished marble, that would have been an issue, but polished brick is not too bad. Oh fuck, this does not net me blues though. Unbelievable. Well, that's just disappointing. Oh no, maybe it did. I did seem to get a blue there somewhere. Maybe I don't know what happened there. I think I did get some blues for it. Usually dealing with anything dealing with the church, i.e. stone masonry work and stuff like that, that usually nets you blues, and it didn't seem to, but then it did, so I don't know what happened. But I suppose just carry on. Carry on regardless. I think I'll probably have to treat myself to buying a book of blues, because otherwise it's going to take forever. Which, oh no, I see glass is getting me blues, but yeah, The stone fences are not getting me blues. Interesting. How unexpected. Well, for now, we'll try and deposit these in the graveyard and see if we perhaps can install them. I very nearly sneezed, so it was surprisingly difficult to try and hold a conversation whilst also trying to avoid sneezing to a degree. I wasn't necessarily that fussed about sneezing. It's just I was, to some extent, attempting to avoid the sneezels. I felt you didn't necessarily need to see my sneezels. Pop a little fence around your grave. Hello, sir. Oh, you're awful. I want you out of my graveyard. You, however, surprisingly good. If I remove your fence and install one of the good fences, you will do me quite a nice chunk of change. See, look at you. Are you a shit body? No, you're actually a tolerable body, so putting a fence around you is okay. You? No, you're awful. You're terrible. I'm taking your gravestone away. Get out of my graveyard, you son of a bitch. You as well. You're having your tombstone taken away. I need exhumation orders. We'll put them there for now, because you never know, I might reuse those ones, but they are sort of... Whoa! I think I've angered him. I can't handle this job anymore. This is all your fault. New guys, they're terrible. Sorry, I really am trying to do my best to get rid of those red skulls. You're not doing enough. Oh, I'm so sad. So sad. Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry. Just try to hang in there. I'll try to fix everything. Are we still friends? Yeah, sure. It's always like my ex. Again, sorry about that. But now I feel so relieved. All the bad energy has wished away. See you later. Well, I just got a very angry man. Whoops, that's one too many exclamation permissions. Oh well, never mind. I'll have to find another shit grave, I suppose. And see about... Oh no! My shoveling's broke. Damn whore. Why would my shovel break? Didn't ask for a broken shovel. I did, however, ask for conical flasks, so we'll grab those. Am I really still rocking shovel 2? Am I rocking shovel 1 or shovel 2? I'm still rocking shovel 1. Why am I rocking shovel 1? I feel like I should have had shovel 2 ages ago. Yeah, it's complex parts. I'm assuming. Whoops. No. Get it there. Thank you. Don't make the ghosts sad. They've got enough problems being ghosts. Yeah, there you go. Iron hammer we've got. Pickaxe 2. Shovel. Shovel 2! How will you shovel knight now? I won't be able to. This is the problem. This is why I have to get shovel level 2. Because then I can really start shoveling. I can shovel like a fucking pro. If I have my extra bonus shoveling stuff. Oh yeah.
I'm behind you.
Are you? Well, I'm going to get my shovel and I'm going to bop you on the head. Because that's what happens if you sneak up behind me while I've got a shovel in hand. I will bop you on the head and then I will use that shovel to bury you 6 feet under. Let's deposit my... Oh, that's the rusty shovel. And there's shovel 1. And we don't need shovel 1 anymore. We don't like shovel 1. We don't like shovels round here. We don't take kindly to their kind round here. I want to just look up my farming technology. Where is my farm? Here we go. There's my farming technology. Knocking on shovel's door. Not upgrading the key tool for a grave digger. Yeah, I know, ridiculous. You aren't afraid of getting your hands dirty. You can select good seeds and harvest a better crop. Okay. But I don't know if that's necessarily the one we want. I think fertilizer just affects the time frame, which is why I rarely, if ever, end up using that much furniture. I use lots of furniture. I don't tend to use fertilizer, because I don't know. Although having said that, no, I think one of those, yeah, quality fertiliser, so I am going to want fertilisers. Yeah, alright, we'll buy some fertiliser and hope the silver fertiliser can perhaps op the... Well, no, I suppose it only op the bronze seed. But then if I can get some silver... Yeah, if I can get some silver seeds from the bronze pumpkin seeds, then I might be able to continue that trend and just sort of continue the idea... Oh, there we go. I think this was the one I was digging out. That's it. That's the one. And you're going as well, sir. Do 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 diddle dee. Well, what's quite interesting is he has that little temper tantrum, but that's about it. I don't think there's any other consequence to having red skulls in the graveyard, because you can still just bypass them with decent decoration. I can't actually take both of these in at once. Oh, hello. Blimey. That Yorick is totally unstable. Norrie, the spineless twit. Ha ha! You're pretty spineless yourself. Don't forget that I have teeth. Clack clack. So yeah, everybody's talking about Yorick, but I don't know if it actually affects anything specific. It might yield something, I suppose. What do you have for me to take? Probably your skin, so I can make plenty of my paper. And I mean, blood and fat's usually standard, but then I don't know. I feel like I don't need anything from these guys, because I've got loads of supplies in stock, and until we get to a point where I need something, it's fairly pointless sort of gathering it up, because it's just going to get in the way and be in I'll need chest upon chest upon chest upon chest, and that's daft. I would have happily taken his meat, but his meat seems to have gone. I don't know whether that was me previously grabbing his meat, but nonetheless, whatever it is, he only seems to have skin and rubbish left. Damn it all, I really had hoped to have had enough space in inventory for all of that. Best way to do this, I suppose, leave that to burn, and then I'll come back and deal with it later. At some point, I'm sure I'll remember. It's not a guarantee. Douche. Boosh. I don't know why I said douche, but it does remind me of the old Lord of the Rings one. Douche. Bruise. And all the others. That was a very good game, if you ever did it. Do you grab the meat frequently? Whenever I get the opportunity, really. If I get a spare moment, then I'll grab some meat, especially from a corpse. Now you're concerned, and I don't blame you. Now, why did I want... I don't know. I can't remember. Did we have the network yet? I could have sworn we unlocked the network. Martial skills. No. Maybe. Oh, plus one damage, +1 defense. That might have helped me out in the dungeon. And Swordmaster probably assists me as well. You inflict additional damage and you probably look cool with your sword. Yeah, that would be very useful. And just generally getting the bigger sword would be useful for the dungeon as well. But, yeah, it's sort of not there. No, that's embalming. No. And that's back again. So either I... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I do have place for lanterns and lantern network. Interesting. So can we do a lantern from here? Oh, it's soul receivers, isn't it? Yeah, I've no idea what they do, but I feel obliged to build one. So let's build one there, because I think that's going to be a gap that's just sort of meaningless. But do we have... No. Okay. That's fine. We'll deal with that later. We might be able to build some lanterns and stuff. But what does this soul... I don't know. I suppose arguably, did it have a description and I'm just ignoring it and being an idiot? An idiot. Oh, I see. If it did have a description, it's now gone. Seemingly, because I built one. Do I have a soul receiver? I do have a soul receiver. Now, read the... Is there a... No, there's not really a description. But I can build one down here as well. I mean, fuck it, yeah. I'm happy to build one. I just don't understand them. So let's try and find the technology and see if it's got any extra information. Soul extractor. No, soul receiver. Yep. I got me a soul receiver. And I'm going to pretend I know what that means. Taking the hobbits to Isengard, to Isengard, to Isengard. I'm taking the hobbits to Isengard, to Isengard, indeed. I could not possibly take them more to Isengard. Oh, that's perfect. Fits nicely in the middle there. That's alright. I'll embrace that. But do you attack with the trusty frying pan? I don't, I'm afraid. I don't have a frying pan in this. I fear only Evolution Worlds has a frying pan within it as a weapon. Well, I say that. I'm sure there's plenty of others that feature a frying pan as a weapon, but still. Do you have a soul man? I'm a soul man. Oh, I've just eaten my fish. I pushed the wrong button. I know. Surprising no one, I pushed the wrong button. Oh, there's a soul receiver. There's a special soul receiver. I didn't get the opportunity to actually choose that one. So, healing from pride. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I see. Right. Interesting.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. So, okay, that's for healing from pride. Now, we did actually identify the Pride Man. The Pride Man cometh. And he's going to tell me all about LGD... oh, God, I can't. It's too many letters for me. My brain doesn't process that many letters all in a row. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Oh, there we go! The Pride Man cometh! Excellent. Has a bunch of classes you can get for your potential heir. So, I'm going to let you in on a little spoiler. The first time I read that, my brain read hair. The second time I read that, my brain read hair. It was only the third time, some say the charm, where my brain finally went, no, that's heir, as in your son and heir sort of deal. Well, daughter and heir as well, I suppose, but child and heir, I suppose. Well, that, I mean, arguably that is the Lantern Network, but I think there is a little bit more I can build. Unless I did just, I may have just built the network, I suppose. Could have sworn there was more I had to do regarding the network, but it's fine. Yeah, we've got maximum wood, so that zombie's a little bit wasted, but that's fine. We're not gonna worry too much about that. Was there anything else left to do in this place? Because I probably don't have the... Oh, there's a soul receiver here, though. I'm building soul receivers all over the place. Oh, yeah. Everybody gets a soul receiver up in this house. I don't know if there is many more places I can build a soul receiver, but we'll try and grab a bee. Can I grab a bee, please? Can I have a bee, please, Bob? No, I can only have honey, and I've run out of space. I sort of knew I'd run out of space. Let's go back to Sweet Home and try and sort out some of this garbage that I've got on me. I need to really get rid of these ashes. So we put the ashes in the kitchen. Why? Where did you think the ashes were going to go? Ashes go exclusively in the kitchen, yo. I really need to deal with these seeds, so let's at least put them in the garden. And that should help me slightly reduce my inventory space. Especially because, do we already have... Oh yeah, we've already got a couple of those, so that's actually going to be quite good. But we do need... One of the crucial things we do need is... We're going to need to get that fertilizer. No! I don't... God damn it. I really had hoped to avoid having to do this. Because it's just one of those one more tasks where it's like, no, I didn't want to. I didn't want to, god damn it. I suppose I should go to the vineyard as well. Vineyards need dealing with. Can I do a soul receiver there? No. No soul receivers for you there. That's fine. Anyway, so one of them is Chef. I'm the Chef. Which does indeed attack with the frying pan. Nice. Pan isn't the strongest weapon, but it's pretty good. It does burn the enemies. Oh, see, that's the sort of humour I really can get behind in these sort of games. I like that idea. I think that's clever. That's a trashy body we can get rid of. The reason why I'm going to get rid of this one is just because I accidentally got that extra exclamation order. I fucked up, and now I'm trying to unfuck it. It's fine. Piece of marble. Yeah, we might need a piece of marble there. So it's an excuse to get rid of the marble. I can't be bothered to have it here near me. I'm going to mock the more than the ranger with his bow or the gunslinger with his slinger. I feel like he should be having a gun, not a slinger, but I'm assuming is that some guy. Whoops, why am I taking the body to the kitchen? I chopped the bodies up in the morgue and then cooked the meat in the kitchen. You can't do it that quickly. Can't just take it straight to the kitchen. That's unhygienic. Mage and Boxer are kind of middling. Chef, Ninja and Valkyrie are good. I would kind of hope Valkyrie would be a good one. Because Valkyries, you know, they are like the ultimate warrior. Coming down from Valhalla and doing their business. It's because there's no toilets in Valhalla, that's the problem. They can't help it. Oh yeah, we need... Is that marble? No, it's polished brick of stone. By the time I get that one, I'm going to be moving on to the third one, I fear. Just wait for that corpse to burn, I suppose. First, let's have a quick look. Guards, Necronomicon. Yeah, these are all things I'm trying to sort of edge closer towards, but keep managing to not actually get to. Blarg. There you go. Ask to write something glorious. Oh, interesting. Okay. Perform the first healing session on Uric. Oh, that's the quest for Uric, yeah. So, yeah, I need to go to Wagner. I swear that was quicker than it was being there. On base 9 is just the neutral middle point. It's fine. Yeah, I imagine that's probably the first one you start with, and then you start getting heirs, I'm assuming. But yeah, wouldn't mind getting my hands on the old Rogue Legacy. Although, having said that, I should probably just play the original one, which would solve, to a certain extent, solve my problem. Ah, yeah, bastard! If it wasn't obvious, I didn't mean to go to Sweet Home. I wanted to go elsewhere, but I ended up accidentally using the teleportation to go to Sweet Home. I cannot tell you how many times I've done that. I used to do that all the time when I played it by myself, and it is possibly the most frustrating thing in the world, because now I have to wait for it to rejigger itself. In fact, I might end up... It might just be quicker to walk the underground route, which is almost silly, but I think factual on this occasion, because I'm fairly certain this is right in the city centre, right near the tavern. Well, having said that, where the fuck is the tavern? Oh, it's over here. I want to go to the Dead Horse. Want to sell me certificates. And I spotted I need to do something with Wagner. So with a bit of luck, we can sell those burial certificates. I have 4 gold pieces. Golly. That makes me feel nice. Oh, you need Silver Star wine. Oh no, that's ask for a story. Ask for a glorious text. Okay, Wagner, I've got a question for you. You see, I'd like you to write something for a certain person, something glorious. An ode would do for that. You'll finally decide to melt the heart of your loved one. Unfortunately, no, not this time. Okay then, who am I writing an ode to? We'll devote it to Bishop. Interesting. True, he is quite a sensual person. Well, let's start. Yes. I think it's ready. Nothing's ever perfect, of course, but I hope it's not too bad either. Oh, Wagner, it's perfect. You really are gifted. Oh, stop it. Oh, you stop it. Ah, dang it. We've got to wait until Bishop's Day. which I suppose arguably is not so bad. This is kind of my end goal for tonight, is to possibly try and get him in the healing machine. But there's no guarantee of that. Especially since we do need to sort of... I either need to do something... Yeah, probably worthwhile doing something. Just to burn the energy, perhaps. Let's deal with the iron ore. Get rid of that. And then deal with those marble pieces, because the marble is slightly better because it does blues. It's blue double D double die, a double D double die, double D double die. It's blue double D double die, a double D double die, double D double die. Excellent. We got a few spare blues, and we should be in a perfect position to hopefully... I was going to say I did have some silver earlier on. See, this is where it's slightly inefficient, because I think I've got silver in a couple of chests. Yeah, see, I've got silver here. Now, this is where, again, I do praise my time at Portia, or Portia, whichever you fancy. They've said it both ways in the game itself, but I cannot praise that inventory system enough. It's such a good call to make it that simple. Yeah, it's not realistic, but it's simple, effective, and works brilliantly. And that is what you need in a video game. You don't necessarily want a video game to reflect a perfect scenario of life. No, you want a video game to do what video games can do well, which is make things easy on you. And I appreciate it no end. Right, let's see what happens when we do the bishop. But first, I will deal with the church service, because I might as well. I want to try and remember to constantly do church services. I might try and deal with another confessional as well. Okay, so I need 12, 6. Yeah, 12 and 6. Assuming I can do 2 of those, which I might not be able to, but still. 12 and 6. Shite. Was it? Yeah, it must have been. So, 12 wooden boards. And then 6. I believe it was complex parts. What? Oh, I was going to say, I've run out of energy. What are you doing, mate? But I think the items got in my way in such a manner that I was pushed away. We'll do 9 of those after all, because just a couple extra aren't going to hurt. Well, I am burning through energy rather quickly. I suppose I could burn that other fish stew just to get it out of the way and get it out of my inventory. It could work in my favour, but there you go. We shall see. We shall see. Just seeing how low I could go, and it turns out that's about as low as I could go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. Or one day. I think it's... maybe someday. Don't know. I can't remember. Never mind. It's not hugely important. It's a song. It's a song. Oh, that is not space for confessionals. Oh, balls. I didn't realise. So I did exactly what I had feared. Which was waste my precious time. Well, that feels like it's going to have a place at some point. There's going to be something else, something bigger. Maybe I've already got access to the technology. Where's my church bits? Church bits, that's the one. I suppose arguably we could try and get the smell of faith. I can't get the smell of faith out of my nostrils. But really, we might as well wait until the bloody... What's it? Confessional 2. Electric Boogaloo. Shrine of Fate. Yeah, just got to save up those blues and greens. Let's deal with... otherwise I'm going to run out of time on the day to deal with the bishop. Let's just try and concentrate on one thing at a time. Church service. Deal with the bishop. That's what we want to do. Let's not worry about any other task. This is the downside of this game, I think, is the fact that sometimes you can get sort of like, oh, I could do this task. Oh, I could do that task. Now I could do this one. Oh, I could do that one. Oh, no, I could do this one. And you just end up sort of slightly everywhere and nothing gets done because you're trying to do everything in little tiny increments. And so you get nothing done instead, which is terrible work. Nice. Lots more money. That's what we like to see. So, oof, 12 gold to be an aristocrat. That's unfortunate. Oh well, we'll have to wait and see for that one. Eventually, I will probably get it, but still. Right, so about the cathedral, no. Oh no! I need a cinch. Ah, fucking shitey bollocks. I dropped my bollocks in the pan, and they came out shitey. They were my shitey bollocks. I fear I'm gonna run out of time because I didn't know I needed a sin shard. Oh, that's one thing I definitely should have done with those bodies. I should. Oh, that's just a different soundtrack. I'm slightly confused for a moment. I could have tried spinning the soul out of them. Oh well. I forgot. I'm not used to the soul mechanics. I ain't used to soul. Once upon a time I didn't have soul. I could potentially bump the quality of the church up to 50 with candles, but I can't say that for certain. Your Highness? Yes, Keeper. I was wondering, when was the last time the people really showed their gratitude towards you? To be honest, it doesn't happen as often as I'd like. Well, I suppose it happens once or twice a week. Why'd you ask? I have here some words written just for you. May I read it to you? Oh, this sounds interesting. What could it be? Of course you may read it. O blessed and mighty Highness, higher none could ever be. Overwhelming beauty, kindness, everyone's impressed by thee. Wheresoever you step, the gloom seems to drift a world away. Whensoever you speak, your wisdom drips from every word you say. Oh, what beautiful words, keep up, and you truly do see the real me. And that means that you're on the path of God. Okay, cool. So return with the first charged sin shard. I will try and do so. But yeah, I think like there's a couple of yeah. Not entirely sure how much candles boost it by, but there's every possibility that it could be enough to boost it up to the 50. Either way, if I want more faith, I should remember to try and boost it with candles. But it's a pain in the arse building candles, and then a pain in the arse remembering to use the candles. So I know. I am a terrible person. Okay, interesting. So I can't seem to heal the shard there. No, can't seem to do anything with the shard there. Maybe I just give the shard. Do you have anything to say about the shard? No. Do you have anything? Ah, the first shard is ready. You're it. I charge this shard. Hey, nice. Let's go already. I can't wait for the first procedure. Oh, you ready? Yes, but I'm a little nervous. I don't know what to expect. I'm sitting in this chair and I'm sort of slapped in there and oh my, it's unfortunate. Okay, let's start. Now, I don't know whether I'm sucking the pride out of him or sticking the pride in him, but how do you feel? Is everything alright? I think I'm fine. My head is spinning. I'm all tingly all over. I need some rest. Keeper. You're it. Do you remember what you promised to give me? Yes, I remember. Here, take it. Seems my map has changed. Oh, interesting. Oh, hello. Whoa, hello. Extract souls from bodies so they won't waste away in this mortal world. Heal souls of sin with the aid of high-quality organs. Send soul back home where it belongs and receive gratitude points. Use gratitude points for crafting in various zones. But don't forget to build soul receivers in these zones first. Build workbenches in souls rooms to increase gratitude capacity. Interesting. Okay. I don't understand still. But there you go. I also possibly... Oh. I now seem to have sort of like an eye. I'm very confused. Can I select... Oh, I see. I can send the soul. I do not understand. do not understand at all, but... I mean, arguably, I use the anvil a lot, so I send... Oh! The soul is making my nails. That's quite interesting. Oh my. Oh my God. I can't believe. Never been this far away from home. Visit him in a day. We can probably do that. So is that something... Or is it now... Ah, right. It's now just something I can use on... Ooh, okay. That's interesting. And different. Quite glad that I did actually build up a load of those gratitude points after all then. Because that's quite useful. Or whatever you call them. One thing I wouldn't mind doing is popping the sin shards and stuff away, I suppose. But we'll pop those away. Probably need them again at some point, but there we go. As specified, my goal for the occasion was to deal with the bishop and his pride and figuring out this step of soul doings. And I think, all said and told, we have figured out our soul doings. I'm a soul doing. Just the one doing. I can't be a doings if I'm only one person. But we'll call it quits there. It's a little over the odds in the first place, and, you know, I did what I wanted to do, and sometimes that's all you can really hope for. Do the things you do the way you like to do them. And, oh, careful. What was all that? I think one of the wires fell down. It's fine. I must admit, probably feels like a bit of a waste doing a raid, I think. It's unlikely there's anybody specific on. I suppose Emily Falkreef is on again. Super Nels we've been in before, but I don't know. I'm not going to stick around that long, so it's probably not worth it. I think we'll leave it today. Anyway, I suppose what we will do is once more with feeling and on the other show, slideshow thing, this one.
He was a complete...
We had a raid from Mr. Melamy.
He was a complete wee.
Throw a goblin.
Yes.
Didn't actually hear specifically. I was talking over it. I do apologise, but apparently you can throw a goblin. So if you ever fancied throwing a goblin in Mr. Mellow Miniatures is Storm, you can. You can throw goblins around. Throw a goblin, toss a coin to your goblin. Or maybe toss a goblin to your witcher. And this is Nicolene, who has been playing Pillars of Eternity, and it's a turn-based RPG and looks rather spectacular.
Did I just say
I do not own it.
I forget. What was
I realise
that
that's
about?
not hugely important, but nonetheless it is a factual statement.
Wait.
I do not own.
I guess I blacked out or something. I don't know. What was that recording? Was there some pretext to that? I'm assuming some hitching at your end.
He's got himself a horse, because that's what you do to horses. You hitch them. Anyway, and the final one. So Mello, I'm not sure when he's back on. Possibly next Thursday, or he might do a in the middle one. But he's usually on Thursdays, 8 o'clock. Yes, it is 8 o'clock. So if you want to check out some miniature painting, that's Thursdays at 8 o'clock for Mello. Then Nicarin is tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And then at 10 o'clock, I believe, unless it's earlier, I don't know. He can. He's just slapped a birthday cake, so he can inform us as what he's doing tomorrow. But my current assumption is going to be that Mr. Blueboosh will be streaming at 10 o'clock, where we will potentially be doing some more Sea of Thieves. 10 PM, Seaside Antics, there you go. And here is a little taster of Mr. Blueboosh. Oh, in fact, that is Sea of Thieves. Akin to a tier. Possibly simply us being stalked by Can't Sleep Must Be.
I am the captain here.
Oh, I was going to say, I did say if we could get more boats, we could upgrade you to Admiral.
Look at me, I am the captain now.
Could you harpoon our boat?
Ah, we've found a better way, of course, now. You can
Yeah, there
attach
is a
little
little
boats to
jetty.
big boats.
I think it might be a little bit too small for this boat, though, so I'm wondering if the northern beach might be the better one.
Absolutely can.
There you go.
Drag
Also-
on, boys.
I can't believe we never
You just
accidentally stumbled
Yes,
across that
yes.
control, but still.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's so useful having the tiny boats attached to the big boats. Because I did what that bloke yesterday did. I actually loaded up all my goods. I was taking it to one of the random islands, just as a general delivery run, and I loaded up all my goods on my little boat, and I splashed the little boat in the water. I rowed the boat to the beach, and then I took all the goods off the little rowboat and delivered them to the person, and it was magnificent. But yes, if you are interested in Sea of Thieves and nonsense and shenanigans and generally mucking about, there's a flapping, an ominous flapping. Did not need an ominous flapping in my life. Anyway, I still think there's an ominous flapping around here somewhere, but we'll carry on and ignore it for the most part. Anyway, so yes, 10 o'clock tomorrow, we'll be doing Sea of Thieves. I will be present. Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint will be present. It is plausible Adam's Nook will be present. It is plausible Butternut will be present. I don't know if anybody else is going to be present. I don't know if we can do all 5 of us somehow. There is ways to sort of get on servers, but I think it's a sort of sheer dumb luck sort of deal. But I'm sure we can figure something out and work something through at some point in time. But anyway, that's basically the plan for tomorrow. If you fancied checking that out, you can check on the link, Mr. Bluebush's link there, and enjoy our sort of sailing shenanigans. Will we steal someone's boat? Maybe. Will we sink our boat? It's fairly likely. Will we grab some treasure? That's definitely probable. Anyway, I will be back probably next Wednesday, because I can't imagine I'm going to have the will to do a sort of Saturday or Sunday stream. But you never know. It's always, as usual, I'll pop the little link just in case. I don't think there's anybody specifically new here. Of course, there's every possibility that doesn't work, which is weird, because that's definitely a thing. There you go, Nightbot. He woke up. Silly boy. You thought I'd done the shout-outs. That was time for you to go to sleep. It wasn't. It's time for you to stay up. Anyway, if you check out the Discord, you can join the Discord, and you will be notified if I do end up going live on a potentially random occasion. But as I say, I suspect I probably won't have the will to bother doing extra streams over the weekend. It's just not a thing anymore, I fear. But there you go. We'll try and stick to the Wednesday one. And you never know, if Wednesday disappears, we might pick Saturday back up or something. Anyway, I will say cheerio and then turn the stream off. So don't say I didn't warn you. Cheerio.